Crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Crack a bottle.
What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and we are back today with another Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. And before I say anything, just know, when you change your hotkeys to record, make sure you remember that you changed them, because I just had a really good battle, and it didn't happen. So we're back with another one. We're going up against my boy Slaxorus here. He's getting his team together. I'm going to walk you guys through my team really quick. That's not my team. Those are my badges. Those are my badges. Y'all got A badges. You already know how it is. So, we're going to go over my team really quickly here. We're doing OU. I'm venturing down into that tier because I really want to get more comfortable with them. I've been watching a lot of the draft hype that's going on Twitter, and I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time to get much better with these tiers. So, we've got Lizzie Hale, the Mega Gardevoir, Hyper Voice, Psyshock, Calm Mind, and Hidden Power Fighting for any steel types that come our way. I know Hidden Power Fire is a good thing for Ferrothorns and for Scissor. However, Hidden Power Fighting is also going to hit that Heatran. So that's why I did that. It is a 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 special attack, bold nature, so we can Calm Mind up and take a physical hit from anything else that come our way. Because we already have that natural special defensive bolt. So next up we've got Rudolph the Conch Elder. Conch Elder's a rather standard set. 252 HP, 252 attack, 4 special defense with the Assault Vest. He has Guts boosted, Knockoff, Mach Punch, Facade, and Drain Punch. We also have, we then have Mr. Steel You, I wish I could do Mr. Steel You Girl, but it's Mr. Steel You Girl, the specially defensive Heatran with Magma Storm, Roar, Flash Cannon, and Stealth Rock. So we can utilize both of its stabs. Magma Storm is going to trap something in, assuming it hits with that 75% accuracy. And then Stealth Rock and Roar just kind of get some residual damage off on stuff while we soak up hits and gain health back with our leftovers. So next up we got Big Blue, Life Orb Latios. We have the Psyshock, Hidden Power Fire, Defog, and Draco Meteor on this thing. So we can take advantage of both of its stabs. The Hidden Power Fire will be able to take out any pesky grass types we have. If anybody tries to decide to wall us with a Scissor or with a Ferrothorn, or any steel type in general, save Heatran, we can hit it with that. Defog's just to get away any rocks, any spikes, any webs. We've got Sears the Rotom Wash, Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, and Signal Beam. I was originally going to have Pain Split on this thing, however, I need to remember to give this thing leftovers, by the way. I was going to give it Pain Split, but Celebies are a thing, and I ran into one a few times on Showdown, and then actually my last battle I went up against Celebi, and Signal Beam actually put in the work, so that's why that's there. Again, we've got, it is going to be a Calm Nature, I believe. Calm Nature, especially defensive. Just another thing to take hits. And then we've got Beast, the Choice Scarf, Landorus, Therian, Earthquake, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Stone Edge. We're going to take advantage of the Ground Stab. We're going to be able to get some U-Turn initiative off. Knockoff's just going to hit hard. So is Stone Edge. I was able to get a late game sweep of this quite a few times with Choice Scarf Earthquakes once you take out anything that's immune to the ground typing. So I'm going to toss some leftovers on this Rotom Wash really quick. And then we will hop right on into this. No passerby, Joseph. I don't want to trade you. I'm trying to battle. Alright, where are my leftovers? Leftovers. Here we go. Toss them on there. There we go. So now we've got some lefties on that thing. So now I will challenge my friend Slax to a battle here. The link to his Twitter, and if he does have a channel, will be down in the description as always, so make sure you go check him out. That being said, if you guys are excited for this, if you're excited to venture up into higher tiers, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment down below on any sets you suggest, any tweaks to the team you might make yourself. And also, if you're new to the city, hit that subscribe button because we're closing in on 1,500. We're growing like crazy. We do have VGC coming to the channel. I'm going to record some of that later today. The Alpha Sapphire Navlocke is almost done. We are 6 badges deep in that game. We also have 2 co-op projects coming next month. So, a lot to look forward to. So, we're going to go on ahead and hop right in. And last time I did not take a picture of his team. So this time, I'm going to take a picture of this guy's team. That's Snapchat. That's not my camera. You're not my camera. Here's my camera. Alright, so, now when I was talking with him, he said he actually just battled Joey Pokegame twice, and now me. So I'm actually, like, I'm not nervous, but I don't have high hopes if he's able to battle. I don't know the outcome. Joey could have absolutely just, you know, gave him the work, but I don't know. We're going to find out. So, That's a very solid team there. It's a very solid team, and if I had any... Oh my gosh, I do. I was just about to say, if I had any fairy typing, I could run shop. So the Feraligatr, the Latias, Clefable, Rotom Heat, Garchomp, and the Kyurem Black, I believe that is. It's Kyurem Black. That's the Dragon Ice one. That's Kyurem. I don't know. Kyurem. Something for the Kyurem. It's Dragon typing. Either way, Lizzie is going to come in clutch here. I feel like she's going to be our win condition looking at his team. Looking at his team right now, I feel like Lizzie's going to be a win condition. Could lead off with the Garchomp. Could lead off with the Rotom Heat just to get a little Volt Switch off. Garchomp could be supportive and set up rocks. Defogger's probably in the Latios. Or Latias, I'm sorry. So I'm going to actually lead off with Heatran here. I'm going to lead off with Heatran just because we're going to be able to get rocks up on this thing. If he goes for an Earthquake, we're kind of boned there. So if he leads off with the Garchomp, I might switch out into Rotom. I'm not entirely sure yet. Leads off with Kyurem. No, this is Kyurem White. This is not the... This is the electric one. This is the electric one. So, yeah, there's Terravolt. I don't know. I don't know, Kyurems. I didn't play Black or White, so... I'm going to get some free rocks up here because I feel like he's either going to do the exact same thing or he's just going to go for straight up just hyper offense. Because look at that thing. It's huge. It's just huge and absolutely goes for an Earth Power. We're specially defensive. It's not stab. We can take that. We can take it. We can take it. Eat it up. Steal your girl. Eat it up. Go for these Stealth Rocks. Get that nice Stealth Rock up. And now we can actually switch out into the... we can actually switch out into Landorus here. We can get an Intimidate off. We can hopefully kind of scare this thing out a little bit. I feel like a low-rolled Earth Power would be good, but I don't want to risk that because it is 4 times effective. So if you don't get low-rolled, that Mr. Steal Your Girl's not gonna... Mr. Steal Your Girl's not gonna live that. Not at all. So we're gonna go out into Beast here. Beast is gonna be able to get that Intimidate drop on it, although it is specially offensive. An Ice Beam. Very well played. That is probably a dead Landorus. It is indeed a dead Landorus. So very well played on Slax's part. That's super unfortunate, because there goes our choice Scarfer. What we can do now... Seeing that this thing's specially defensive, I'm going to go out into Rudolph. We've got the Assault Vest, we've got max HP, we've got a little bit of special defense investment. I've got no problem going for a knockoff here. He's actually going to withdraw the Kyurem, so whatever's coming in is not going to want to take a knockoff. The Clefable's his best bet, actually, for that. So we are going to be able to knock off probably this thing's Life Orb. Leftovers, actually. Okay. So we do have a Moonblast coming our way. I am going to switch back out into Mr. Steal Your Girl. I don't see this thing having anything in the means of wanting to touch Heatran. Actually double backs out. Goes out into Ellen. Not bad. So if we would have actually went for another knockoff there, that wouldn't have been the worst thing ever. So we're going to get a free turns of lefties recovery on Mr. Steal Your Girl. Now, if this thing's a supportive set, I'd actually really like to trap it with a Magma Storm. So let's see. Mega Latias. Okay. Now I'm a little scared. Now I'm just a little scared. Just go for the Defog. Let's trap this thing with a Magma Storm. It's resisted, I know, but we should be able to get... we should be able to at least trap it. Avoids the attack. Super unfortunate, so we did reveal that we have the Magma Storm. I honestly don't see this thing having much in the means of touching me. So I'm going to set up more rocks here. He's going to withdraw Ellen. Okay. He's going to go out into Eye Heat. So we will be able to get these rocks up here. This thing can really only Volt Switch me. I know you can, like, get all the different type moves on the different Rotoms, but not stab, risking that, not good. Now I predict a Volt Switch. So whatever comes in is going to take rocks damage. Then I can roar out into something that also takes rocks damage. So he's going to Volt Switch out. We're going to be able to eat that up because we are super specially defensive. The crit, of course happens. So, let's take a look and see what he wants to go into. Goes out into Kyurem. Kyurem is going to take those rocks damage, and because I don't want to deal with this thing, we are going to be able to roar it out. Get rocks damage off on something else. So we will kind of get a little initiative off on him. Goes out into Garchomp. Not what I wanted at all. That is not what I wanted to go into at all. So I am going to switch out into the Rotom. Fearing an Earth type, wow! Fearing a Ground type move, I'm going to switch out into the Rotom. He's actually going to withdraw Garchomp. Goes out into Kyurem. Gonna take more rocks damage. I'm wildly okay with everything that's going on right now. Because we're gonna back out. So far, very few plays have been made. He used the Ice Beam and got me down. I see no reason not. This thing's gonna outspeed. I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. I'm gonna keep him on his toes here. He's gonna go for an Earth Power. We've got Levitate. What? Did I miss something? Did I actually miss something? I'm actually curious at what part I missed something. Now, I can either go out into... I can go out into Big Blue. I might outspeed. So let's see, what Kyurem... Speed 95. I actually don't know which Kyurem this is. I should actually figure out what that is. 95. So either way, I outspeed this thing 10 ways from Sunday. He'll probably go out into Clefable, so I'm going to go for a Side Shock here. He stays in. He over-predicted me, predicting a switch. We could have went for a Draco and killed it. Oh, the Side Shock's going to kill it anyways. So, Kyurem goes down. That was a huge threat to our Heatran. The next thing that I'm fearing is going to be that Garchomp going down. I do want you guys, if you do see any sort of critique to the team building sets, here we go. Here's going to be a matchup. So let's go. Latios. I'm a timid. So Latios and Mega Latias both have the same speed. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for a Draco here. We do, and we connect the Draco. Dropping Dracos on this guy, that should knock him out. So we're going to be able to risk it, risk the speed tie, go for it. If he was timid, it would have been a complete speed tie, but if he was any other nature that was not advantageous towards his speed, that would have resulted in a speed tie. So I do think that the speed tie did matter. He's going to go out into Freddy here. Freddy is going to be the Feraligatr. And what I can do now is I kind of want to save Big Blue. I want to save Big Blue. I can go out into Rotom, because this thing's probably going to want to set up either a D-Dance or a Swords Dance on me. I'm really curious why Garchomp hasn't come around yet. I'm really curious. He's going to set up a D-Dance. He's not going to be able to hit me too hard, because we do have a good amount of bulk. If I can Will-O-Wisp this thing, I would really love it. If I can land a Willow, I would really enjoy that. Please and thank you. Now I'm actually nervous because I hate sweeps. Goes for the crunch. It's a +1 crunch. Life Orb, Sheer Force. That is gonna knock us out. I wanted that Willow. I can go into Rudolph here. I can knock off his life orb. I can knock off his life orb, or I can go... I'm going to knock off his life orb just to get as much... Goes for a waterfall. That's going to hurt quite a bit. We live, we get the knockoff. That is going to hurt. Let's get a Mach Punch off on this thing, just so we can get as much damage off as we can. The crit comes through, bringing him down barely above. He's got such little health, and I'm kind of worried that an Ice Punch is a real thing. I'm worried that Ice Punch... Well, he also has Crunch, too, which is going to hurt Big Blue a lot. So I can go for a Side Shock, and I feel like Feraligator's pulled off the sweep unless we can live this Crunch. I highly doubt it. Nope. 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 Can Lizzie do anything right now is my question. Sheer Force Gardevoir. Can we Mega Evolve and just go for a Hyper Voice? Can we do that? Can we please pull this off? Doesn't go for a oh, because it's neutral, so he's gonna go for the stab. Come on, Lizzie. Lizzie, hang on. Yes, Lizzie, yes! Get this Hyper Voice off. We are gonna... Okay. So we can at least end the sweep. We could have done this a few months sooner, which is super unfortunate. However, he's gonna go out into Garchomp here. This thing's gonna outspeed the hell out of us. If he's got Poison Jab or Iron Head, either way we're not living anything this thing has. Anything this thing has to offer. I'm gonna try and switch out into Mr. Steal Your Girl, predicting a Poison Jab, but he's probably gonna go for an EQ here. Goes for the EQ, so Mr. Steal Your Girl's down. And we're not living an Earthquake. We're not. Well, this has been fun. This has been very fun. I'm gonna go for this Hyper Voice, but he's gonna outspeed. Goes for the EQ. Safe as play. Safe as play. So, if you guys have enjoyed this battle, please make sure to leave a comment down below suggesting any tweaks to the team that you might make. I am trying to get more comfortable with these higher tier mons. So that being said, guys, if you have enjoyed, make sure, like I said, leave some advice, drop a like, and if you're new to the city, hit that subscribe button as well. We do have a lot of stuff coming your way. All that being said, my name is CrimsonCBAD, and I will talk to you all soon. Later.